What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scott by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, and where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. What is going on, you guys? Now, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I plan on doing the same. So, what's going on today is we're here to talk about B. Scott, and B. Scott was talking about Andy Cohen, and he pretty much says that he feels like Andy Cohen should not be hosting reunions for Black shows because he doesn't have the cultural relevance. So what's going to go down is he was on the Breakfast Club. He's one of the many guest hosts of the Breakfast Club. And he has some choice words for Andy Cohen as well as Bravo themselves. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the mess, and I'll be right back with you guys. Let's listen in at what B. Scott had to say.
And to be honest, why are we letting the chopper fly? Andy Cohen does not need to be hosting the reunions for Black shows.
Talk that talk.
He does not have the cultural relevance. And it's not me being disrespectful to Andy Cohen, but you can't use your white privilege to sit there and talk down to people who need that job, especially Black women.
Okay.
And because he doesn't have the finesse. You can't finesse our culture. Either you're a part of it or you're not.
And Andy can choose not to make that decision because he's an executive producer, all of that.
Easy.
Absolutely.
So B. Scott should be hosting the reunion show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because no one has an extensive, history with the housewives as I do.
It doesn't have to or something.
And to be honest, why are we letting the chopper fly? Andy Cohen does not need to be hosting the reunions for Black shows.
Talk that talk.
He does not have the cultural relevance. And it's not me being disrespectful to Andy Cohen, but you can't use your white privilege to sit there and talk down to people who need that job, especially Black women.
Okay.
And because he doesn't have the finesse. You can't finesse our culture. Either you're a part of it or you're not.
And Andy can choose not to make that decision because he's an executive producer, all of that.
Easy.
Absolutely.
So B. Scott should be hosting the reunion show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because no one has an extensive, history with the housewives as I do.
It doesn't have to or something.
And to be honest, why are we letting the chopper fly? Andy Cohen does not need to be hosting the reunions for Black shows.
Talk that talk.
He does not have the cultural relevance. And it's not me being disrespectful to Andy Cohen, but you can't use your white privilege to sit there and talk down to people who need that job, especially Black women.
Okay.
And because he doesn't have the finesse. You can't finesse our culture. Either you're a part of it or you're not.
And Andy can choose not to make that decision because he's an executive producer, all of that.
Easy.
Absolutely.
So B. Scott should be hosting the reunion show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because no one has an extensive.
Okay, so that was what B. Scott had to say in regards to Andy Cohen hosting the reunion. I'm sorry, you guys, if it played back more than one time. But here's the thing with B. Scott. Like, I definitely understand where B. Scott coming from. A lot of people feel the same way that not Andy Cohen. A lot of people feel the same way that B. Scott feels. A lot of people feel like Andy Cohen should not host the reunions. Me personally, I don't really have a problem with him hosting the reunions. The only thing that I have an issue with when it comes down to Andy Cohen hosting the reunions is the fact that he shows his bias a whole lot of the times. Like, you can tell who he really likes. You can tell who he really don't F with. You can tell who who is his favorite and who is not. So that's the only thing that I have the problem with Andy Cohen is that he can be a little bit bias and show a lot of favoritism when it comes down to the women on the show. However, there are certain things that Andy Cohen should not be a part of. When it came down to the Real Housewives of Potomac and their conversation about colorism, he never should have been a part of that conversation. First of all, he's a white man. This is a Black issue. He don't know nothing about colorism because he has white privilege. So therefore, he should not be a part of that conversation. He's ignorant to the conversation at hand. So he had no business being a part of it. So it's things like that I feel like Andy should not be a part of. But I just want to know what makes B. Scott feel as though, he could be a better host. I mean, a lot of people do feel like we should have Black hosts for Black shows, but at the same point in time, it's like, okay, I understand that you want somebody that really understands the Black women on the show and really, really can talk to them in the way that they should be talked to. Like a person like Nina Parker, you know what I mean? She's a good host. Someone like, I would say maybe an Amanda Seals or somebody like that, somebody that will really call them out on their shit and really, keep it at an educational level in the sense like that, because you needed a person like Amanda Seals for the colorism conversation, or you needed somebody like Nina Parker for the colorism conversation. You needed someone like that. You cannot have, Andy like that, and conversations like that. But then when it come down to B Scott, you know, B Scott has a lot of smoke for Bravo, but yet and still he feels like he should have a job on Bravo. So you got to pick your poison. Do you want to work with these folks, or do you want to, you know, fuck up your relationship with these people that's already kind of messed up? Who really knows? I don't know. But then he said, I know on one last video yesterday when we were talking about the situation, he said that Nene and Portia both got him blocked. So I really don't know what the tea is with that. But all I know is that B Scott has half of a point, but then there's a certain half of the point that I don't agree with. But with that being said, you guys, what do you guys think about it? Do you guys agree with B Scott, and do you think that Andy Cohen should not be a part of the reunions, or do you guys believe that Andy Cohen should continue to do the reunions and because he started it? What do you guys think? With that being said, you guys, this is Be Your Boy Scott about Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And also be sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below in the description box. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Rest in peace to Danita, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tramel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tramel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. Hope to hear from you.